Jeff Ryman says hello. I need to get an audio check. Let's see if I got an audio check here. Let me check my settings. We messed around with yesterday on the live stream, and I swore if they worked, I'm not going to mess with them. They appear to be working, so I'm going to tighten the microphone down right there. Rick Lakes is there. Steve Dodd is there. Hello, Rick. Hello, Steve. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to pull a Doug here and make Steve a moderator. I've seen him around enough on other channels. And like always, if you're a mod on my channel, you have the full reign to do whatever you feel is necessary. I'm not ever going to say, hey, don't do that. Most of my mods know exactly what they're doing, and I'm really pleased to have them, and the more the merrier. Of course, you know, as a mod, you can also post. I have an echo. Yes, I don't know because I'm not monitoring it. It's almost impossible that I have an echo. Let me turn on my audio and see. Apparently, I have an echo. What about now? Is there an echo now? And if there is, let me go figure out why I have an echo. Let's first there is an echo. Still an echo. Okay, this is wonderful. I have no audio going whatsoever. I have only the microphone. Okay, Jeff says no echo now. Might have been because I left Doug's stream volume on barely on YouTube. That could have been causing it. I don't know. We're good to go though. So let's get into some Davinci. I was working on something earlier today that I'm going to get figured out. I'll show you briefly. Well, no, I kind of want that to be a big surprise. So I actually accomplished what I wanted to accomplish. I actually got done what I wanted to accomplish. However, it won't work. So I'm going to go ahead and I can't remember which one. I think it's this one. I keep renaming them so that I can maybe remember what it is. And I'll know here briefly. Nope, that is not it. So we'll jump over here to the project manager. I'm going to go to this one. I like Davinci. I've never used, well, Adobe Photoshop I do still have on the computer. Just I found it to be, what the heck? No, this isn't even it. Is it? Is this it? Yeah, this is it. I think. Let me see. Nope, this is not it. This is like in the beginning stages of what I was trying to do. So did I not save that yesterday? This could be a very short Davinci resolve. Moving trucks with text. That's the current. This is that one. That's the one we just did. Wow, it's got to be this one. That looks promising. Yep, this is it. And then this is where I added a text yesterday to kind of mess around with that to see something. But this is it. This is an ongoing project that I'm just going to keep tinkering with until I get it down to where it actually looks good and does what I want it to. And then I will go in there and change some of these things around. So let me show you real quick, though. I guess I can do this. So you can kind of guess, or you should be able to kind of guess what that is. Me standing in front of a green screen, and then I just mashed out the green screen and everything else. And as you can see, there's a little bit of green here, a little bit of green there, a little bit of something there, green there. Well, this is a still, and you can't use a still on a short. It has to be a video. It has to be an MP4. So what I was trying to do is to go in and frame by frame move this mask around so that I can catch this from the beginning to the end. Not as easily said as, or not as easily done as said. Much more easier to say it than do it. So that's a project that I'm working on right this morning. And eventually I will get it. I think what I have to do, in all seriousness, is I think I have to go into the very beginning of this. I have to use the clone tool, and I have to clone everything here up in this area and over here, because this area is pretty good. I didn't see any issues with this whatsoever. My first attempt at cloning didn't go well. It looked alien like. So anyway, let's get back over to where we're at and what we're doing. I didn't start a timer. I'll glance at the clock. 36. Checking chat real quick. Yeah, daily Davinci unresolved. Did I shut that down? Oh my gosh, I did shut that down. Doggone it, hit the wrong X somewhere. I do that a lot, by the way. Good thing it has autosave. Of course, I didn't make any changes, so there's no big deal on that either. Problem is, which one was it? It's got to be this one? No. Yes. Possibly. I don't know. I need to rename them. I need to name them the day I'm working on. Oh, I got lucky. So, what do I want to do today? I will, so early in the broadcast, ask if the viewers, you guys, have any ideas or anything you would like to see me try to do. I'm going to explore this text quite a bit. I don't know that I'm going to implement it over here or not. And for those of you that are new to what's going on, what I've done is I've taken a video of the highway and I masked out just the trucks, and then I added text, which is green, my name, and then I added my logo and masked it out and made it that size. I believe I can animate those, have movement to them. I believe. Haven't really tried. Yeah, this is a, hey, Daily Davinci, which project are we not finding today? So, those of you that are keeping up with the Arkansas saga, the internet's working just fine. But he's been on the phone now, going on a little over 2 hours with Windstream, trying to get another issue resolved that I have no idea what it is. So, I'm in the dark on that. I spoke with Mike Perrodin this morning via Facebook chat. Looks good. He's still in the hospital, not going home today. So let us do something here. What if, since I'm getting bombarded with suggestions over about that, so I'm going to go ahead and make, man, this is record moderator day. I've made 2 moderators today. People watching are going to join, and I could become a moderator. I've seen K Corda's technology around quite a bit in other channels, so I have no issues or fears whatsoever with that. So let's do something crazy. Prince, let's go crazy. Let's grab these right here. Let's just take them up. I think that's 2. Doesn't make any difference. I can take them up 100 and it's not going to change what I'm going to try to do. Let's go over to the media pool and let's grab some media. And I don't want anything out of OBS because that's all. Well, you know what? Let's use an OBS. Let's use a video. Let's see what happens when I try to do something with the video, because this will actually give me, hi Bobby, this will actually give me good practice for my very rapidly approaching 2-year anniversary on February 7th. Let's use this one before I get rid of it. It's Fortnite related. Now, oh, this might not work because when I plug this in right here, that's kind of what I was afraid of. But that's okay. I can live with this. I want to get rid of the audio. I don't need the audio. So what I was afraid was going to happen has happened. This takes precedent over all the other videos that are on there. Oh, cool. except for the top one. I like this. I'm liking what I'm seeing. This isn't, by the way, this isn't what I've got in mind for the 2-year anniversary. Yeah, I didn't like, I mean, I'm not a gamer, okay? First and foremost, I am not a gamer. It was interesting. It was fun. It was challenging. I learned a lot. I enjoyed it. I got to play with Doug and Dennis one night. That was really fun. I actually had one victory, and I finished second once, seventh, ninth, and a few scattered here and there. It just wasn't me. So, this actually is, if the other part was here, which it's not, so I got to figure out how to do that. The green Ken Stout Live is not there, but that's kind of neat that video is there. Now, is there, I'm going to jump ahead in here. Is there, oh yeah, so there's movement in this video. So let's grab the video and stop the video. Go back a little. I'm going to grab this. I'm going to make a cut right here. And make a cut right there. I'm going to move that out of the way. I'm going to get rid of that. I don't want that. I want this. So I'm going to bring it over here. Man, that's a pretty good guess on my part, just eyeballing it. So now I'm going to go over here. There should be movement in, although the video, no, it's still there. The trucks are still there. They're vaguely there. Now, can I go in and have any effect on the opacity of the video? Either one. Bring one up stronger, take one down weaker. This will be interesting. You know, if I made that shorter, here's one thing I like about Davinci. You can come in here and I can shorten this down while it's running. I don't have to stop and go, okay, so now that shows up, which it should. Which is what I want. Now, in order to make the, get that out of the way. In order to make the Ken Stout Live show up during this, man, I got to really stop to remember this. I have to take this, make a copy. Then I have to stop and think a minute. I want to go into this one and then go to the color page. This might not work. Back to the edit page. I only want to work with this. I don't want to work with anything else. Go into the color page. Then I want to mask, what I call mask out. You're getting rid of certain things. Yeah, this would be real complicated. This is starting to get a little bit above my pay grade where I'm at with Davinci right now. But it is feasible. But to do the truck effect, you make a copy, you go back to the original one, you mask out what you don't want to be seen, then you put the original one back where it goes, you put this one above the text or whatever you have, and the text shows up. So if I were to jump back over to here, take the playhead back over there, everything's back. If I don't go in there and figure out how I'm going to alter this, as soon as that shows up, it gets rid of Ken Stout Live. Now, Daily Davinci is not showing up now that I think about that. Oh no, it is Daily Davinci. But what happened to Ken Stout Live? Oh, did I move it? Did I get rid of it? Oh, wait a minute. I'm confused and don't know what I'm doing. I haven't heard him say that in a long time, as well as myself. Oh, there it is. It just has to shrink down. John Southern Exposure joins us in chat. I really miss Twidget. It was so nice having the chat right in front of me and I didn't have to look over at chat. Hi, John. Good to see you. Waiting for the next John Southern Exposure cooking to come out. So if I move this back over here, that's going to go away because that takes precedent. And I'm not going to take the time to go in and figure out how to do it right now. Although now I know it can be done. That's promising because now I can literally take anything I want and put it in there and it's going to work just fine. So I'm doing this a different way. I got rid of it immediately. It immediately turns this red. I know exactly what I'm going to get rid of. Highlight it, backspace, and it's gone. Then I'm going to go up here. I'm going to grab these, bring them back down. It makes no difference where you put those. It's still going to play in the order that it's on. I can move them 15 up if I wanted to. I don't particularly want to. So I'm trying to think what what I could do just for this afternoon's purposes. Let's go ahead and move this up to, go back into media pool, go grab a picture. Probably ought to go to Davinci. Probably ought to go to data. Probably ought to just grab a picture. Let's grab me and Mrs. K. Let's see how that goes. Bring this down, put it over there. It should be the same thing. This should, now I got to spread the picture out a little bit. Should take precedent over everything, although you can see a little bit of the Ken Stout live in the background. So there's a couple different things I could do to this to make that how I want. I mean, right now it's just too busy. Right now there's just too much going on. You got the trucks moving down the highway. You got the Ken Stout Live Daily Davinci moving in the background. Believe it or not, the white ones are moving as well. Sounds good, John. Thank you for stopping by. I appreciate it. So this is just too busy. And this is just right in the middle of it and staying static. Now, wouldn't it be cool? Wouldn't this be cool if I could figure out a way to take an image or the image and put it on the back of this truck? That would be cool. Again, I'm going to get rid of this. Get rid of that there. It's just, in my mind, it's just so much easier to do it that way. Now, wouldn't it be cool, and for anyone that's interested in doing this and doing Davinci, took me a minute keeping up with today's lingo. Took me a while to figure this out. I used to go in and I'm like, oh man, I can't open a new project. So I would shut down DaVinci Resolve and restart it to open it. Well, all you got to do is right click, close, and then you can start a new project. Now, why did I do that? Well, because I had a crazy idea. Go get my media. And I do this the old-fashioned way. I just like getting the media from the media tab. I understand power bins, but I don't want to delve into those just yet. And this might take me a minute to find what I'm looking for, because unless it's down here and it's not, I want an MP4. That'll work. I've never tried to do something without changing the frame rate. Maybe I should try to do that one time just to see what happens. We'll move this over here. Now this is not moving in conjunction because I have it unlinked. If I link it, well, supposedly when you link it, well, try it again. Supposedly when you link it, Yep, that's working just fine. I swear, my Davinci does not work. Now, I know I can do it that way, but I should. There we go. I guess once it's marked, it's good. But this is the link button. You can move things together. If you're keeping the audio, then that's a good thing. But if you're not keeping the audio, then because if I wanted to move the audio now, I can't do that. Anyway, let's move on. So if I wanted to put an image on this truck right here, I would go. There's a couple ways to do it. I am learning how to do it over here in the color tab, but I know how to do it pretty much over here in the Fusion tab. And I got about 9 minutes. So over here in Fusion, I want to hit my shift space, bring up the box, and I want to get a tracker. And I'm just going to use a plain old tracker. I'm going to add the tracker. It automatically adds it in where it's supposed to be. Another Ken Stout proof full feature that I really enjoy. And I want to come up here and go to trackers. I got tracker number 1. And as you can see, it's right here. So I want to track this truck. Now I should be able to change that. And then I'm going to leave it like that for now. I'm going to go see if I can add a tracker. I thought you could. Oh yeah, add a tracker. So tracker number 2. Now we're going to move it. Well, I thought we'd move it. Maybe we won't move it to right here. I don't want it. I want it on the truck itself. And we'll try to move it up just a little bit. That looks pretty good. And then we'll go to tracker number 1, do the same thing. Move it over, grab the tracker. So when we track this is where I run into problems. Now we've got to track it. So we go to operation. Nope. We go back to tracker. And we want to track it forward from the current time, which is what? The beginning, I hope? Yeah, the beginning. So I'm going to hit track it forward. That's horrible. I think because I'm trying to do 2 trackers. Because I know here in a minute what's going to happen is this is just going to go off into La La Land and it's not going to do what I want it to do. Even though tracker 1 is staying pretty much, even though it's red, that's pretty good. So far it hasn't gone off to La La Land like I think it's getting ready to do. And there it's now, it's in La La Land. So I'm going to stop this. And yes, I do want to stop it. I want to go back to the beginning. And there's our track. You can see everything it tracked. That's just not going to work. So a regular plain tracker doesn't work. So let's start over again. We'll control, I don't have enough time to do this. I'll control Z this. Get rid of them. Go into here. What if we hit shift space and we go you got to track it. You've got to track this first. Let's do planar tracker. I don't think that's going to make any difference, but we'll use the planar tracker. We'll add it. Again, it adds it where you want. Now let's go see, we can corner pin this without tracking anything. I can actually take these corners and put them up here, put them right here. Basically you're marking the area that you want something to be. So this is where I want that. Now can I add another corner pin? It says corner pin 1, so you would think you can add another one. This looks not good. So right there. So now what we've done is I'm going to go over here to the media pool. I'm just going to grab any old picture that I find and get my grandbaby. That is Aura. I'm going to drag that down. We're going to plug that into our tracker, and it didn't work. Of course it didn't. Or did it? It did work. There it is. R is now on the truck. Now, wouldn't it be nice? Wouldn't this just be so nice? And I'm also going to feel, what are the buttons next to the corner pin count? I'll go back and check that out when I mute. Wouldn't it be really nice? I'm going to mute this. We don't want to hear it. If when I hit play, that picture stays on that truck the whole way. That'd be super nice. I tell you what, I would just be blown away. So we hit spacebar, and it didn't. There we go. Oh my goodness gracious! No, I knew. I see some variance. So it's not sticking exactly with it, which just this harkens back to the days when I was learning this. Actually, I was like, cool. Picture's over in the woods now. So I've got to figure out which tracker to use to keep that picture or a logo or text or whatever on the truck. That's my goal for the year. I have very, very lofty goals. As a joke, in case anyone didn't catch it. As Gary would say. As a Ken joke. So, doggone it, that was so nice. Temporarily it works, but it doesn't. So there's a question asked, what are these? Well, this is the mask effect, planar tracker effect mask. This is occlusion mask, and this is the corner tracker. Now, I don't get into taking this and trying to put it in specific ones because it's going to put it where it needs to be. It's always going to put it where it needs to be. I do know that. No matter what you do, you can take this and put it to the middle. Of course, now it's going to make a liar out of me. You can take that and put it in the middle, and it will put it where it needs to be. Now there's two instances over there of the same picture. So if we scrub through this, maybe that's the trick. Put one on top of the other on top of the, I don't know. And if I were to get yet a third instance and add it in there, it's going to probably put it down there. Now, can I put a fourth instance? Let's see if we can do that. We're going to copy that, paste it over here rather than dragging it down. Well, maybe we're not going to paste it right there. Paste it in there. Nope, it looks like it's limited to 3. What if we took the picture back to the picture? Well, that was kind of neat. So when I put the picture to the picture, I put this picture back to this picture. It added a merge. This picture gets merged into that picture, which gets put over there. Yes, it is sticking in the same spot. Yes, it is. This picture is actually corner pinned, not so much on the truck as it is corner pinned to the specific location. That's why I have to figure out how to paste it or track it or whatever. And it's just a matter of literally sitting down and doing it. Using every single tracker until I get it to where it stays. And again, I will use this probably as my progress, and then when I get it to where I want it, I will put in the for real stuff that I want to put in there, which is unlimited. It really, I could actually go in here if, excuse me, if I could remember where this is at, I could actually put Photo Mix Media's QRT code in there, and that's probably in OBS, I bet you. Resources. It is not. So I don't know where it's at. It's on my D drive somewhere. No big deal. So probably no Davinci tomorrow, unless it's a premiere. Mrs. K's got an interview at 11. I don't know if we'll be back in time to do that. Tonight will be 11 o'clock. She's working this afternoon, as far as I know. I haven't been told otherwise. So I want to thank everyone for being here. Wintermute, it's always good to see you. John, Southern Exposure, it's always good to see you. Bobby Warren, once again. Jeff Ryman. Robert Michael showed up. I blame Greg Guy. Yeah, I'm going to start blaming him. Al Neo, fixed now. Yeah, the echo went away. Thank you, guys. Steve Dodd was here. Thank you, Steve. Al Neo was here. Thank you, Al. And Rick Lakes. I think that's everybody. We all know Mr. Guy is, since he's the CEO of Naps Incorporated, he's doing what he does best. He's taking a nap. Thanks, everyone, for watching. It's 1 o'clock. I hear my train bells. Time to go. I know this was not helpful or useful to anybody, and I appreciate everybody watching it. Have a great afternoon, and I'll see you guys tonight. Now, is this still going? I'm turning into Doug. I hit the button and nothing happened. This is scary. I don't want to get divorced.